annual security conference between KU and Fort Leavenworth. I'm particularly thrilled to welcome so many guests to Lawrence and KU, and to greet all those who are watching this conference remotely. So I was just reminded that those of you who are going to be presenting today, make sure you speak into the mic, because it's this conference is live streamed to a lot of remote audiences. So since the beginning of the 21st century, China and Russia have been constant in world politics. And the reasons for this are plenty: their size, their economic potential, their nuclear and military power, but also their desire to play a much greater role in world politics, and their dissatisfaction with any monopoly on power in the world. Autocratic, resistant to the spread of Western values, sometimes belligerent towards their neighbors, and increasingly prosperous, Russia and China have been present on virtually every issue in international politics. And many envision that their interests, opportunities for cooperation, and possible future tensions would shift the balance of power in the world. So the participants for this conference have been invited to discuss how Russia and China's strategic considerations, interests, and prospects for conflict and cooperation in international relations. And thank all of the sponsors and organizers and people who did the work to bring this event together. This event is jointly organized by the KU Center for Russian, European, and Eurasian Studies, the Center for Global and International Studies, and the Foreign Military Studies Office at Fort Leavenworth. This year, we also have the Cultural Knowledge Consortium at Fort Leavenworth that has assisted this conference with live streaming all of its presentations, connecting the event with audiences on the web. And I would like to particularly thank all of the KREES staff, Assistant Director Bart Rector, who's right there behind, standing behind, who tirelessly worked to bring these various parts of the conference together. Our office manager, Kathy Swenson-Tucker, you met her, she was at the registration desk. Then our outreach coordinator, Adrian Landry. I was so pleased to have so many people this morning, and I think it's largely to her outreach effort that so many people get to know about this event. I would like to thank our student team, and special thanks go to CGIS staff and their CGIS director, John Kennedy. John, where you are? So here's John. And a great thanks to our partners at Fort Leavenworth, particularly at the Foreign Military Studies Office, FMSO, our partners, Thomas Wilhelm and Ray Finch. Thank you, guys. A couple of other logistical remarks. In your conference registration folders, at the back, there is an evaluation form. We would like to make our event better each year. So if you could please leave your feedback. It's a very short survey. Make sure you fill it out and drop it off to one of our and
I'm going to be very, very brief so that we can spend more time with people far smarter than I am. But I do want to, first of all, kind of echo some of the thank yous here. We do want to thank Mariya and Bart and Kathy and Adrian and everybody from the Center for Russian European Studies, as well as John Kennedy and the Global International Studies Department. for partnering with us, not just for the 4 years that we are evolving in this increasingly excellent conference, but frankly for the many decades of the relationship that we've had together. And it's sort of in that spirit of gratitude and thanks that we are here today with not just the luminaries here on the panel, but great thinkers, critical thinkers in the audience. What we hope to get out of this conference, from FMSO's perspective, is what we're usually interested in. What are those unconsidered or understudied aspects of the security environment that will help sponsor and enthuse our future work and research on this subject? No big secret, the U.S. government, as its vision shifts in security affairs from focusing on sort of Afghanistan, Middle East, business at hand there, to a larger view of the world, is right now grappling with what it knows and what it doesn't know. Okay. And we stand in a great position to help identify thoughts and research trails that will help us, inform us to make better analyses of events now or in the future. And so, in a large measure, that's what this conference is hoping to do, is to provide that imagination base. I should add before I go on, I'm not going to go on much longer, that everybody as a partner, very enthusiastic to not just do this, but to carry on this event. So after this conference, as my guys or me or we're taking notes, you can be expected to be contacted to say, hey, what did you mean by that? Or what was the resource for this? Or how do we continue this thought? And so this isn't just a static event. This is a growing event, part of one that's been growing. And the last thing I would tell you is that please take all the free books from the back table before you leave. If you don't, we follow you to your house and put them on your doorstep. And I've already made my note to myself, bring more next year. Okay, all right, but with that, thank you very much. I think